Guitar freaks and anoraks, lovers of the better life, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Hilko Guitars. Or should I say Hilko Cuisine. I'm not going to talk about guitars today, I'm going to talk about Italian food. I'm going to share with you my basic deep dish pizza recipe. And I'm going to tell you the secret ingredient on how to bake this uber tasty pie. So pour yourself a drink, kick back and enjoy. Let's go. Kicking off this party with weighing out 1 gram of fresh yeast. If you use the dried stuff, use half a gram. Please use scales. Pour 100 grams of cold water into a jar. Take the yeast and dissolve it into the water. Don't be afraid to use your clean fingers, the yeast won't hurt them. Now add 100 grams of strong white flour and with a spoon do some whiskey business. Whiskey whisk, business business. Very easy until no lumps are left. Once you're happy, cover up and let this thing rest for 8 to 12 hours. This is the secret ingredient, time. After this long night of partying, this poolish is very hungry. Poolish is a pre ferment and that's how they call it in the professional world. We feed it by taking 400 grams of ice cold water. Add the poolish to this water. Now take 560 grams of strong white flour and put the thing in the whiskey business machine. Let the machine do its work for about 5 minutes, then add 15 grams of coarse sea salt. Let the machine mix this for 3 more minutes, then add 25 grams of olive oil. And 2 spoons of the strong white flour. This will make the mixing easier. Let your machine knead this for another 3 minutes and we're done. After 11 minutes our machine is very tired and we're gonna give it a rest. We're gonna do some handwork to finish off this dough. We have to knead it a bit. So what we're gonna do is some slap and folds. It's very easy. You pick up the dough, you slap it against the counter and you pick it up. You slap it against the counter, you pick it up. I think you get my point. After working the dough, we're gonna spin it around in our hands, forming a nice ball. You poke it with your fingers and you spin it. Then you pick it up, put it in a bowl and cover up. Now we're gonna let it rest for 5 hours. Yes, that is 5 hours. It's gonna develop a lot of flavor during this time, so please don't skip this step. After this very important flavor enhancing time, throw some flour over the top. Then do some pokey poke, very important. Take a spatula and take the dough out of the bowl. Now it's time to start working our pizza dough so it will fit our baking tray. You do this by lifting up the dough, pressing it down, lift it up, stretch it, lift it up till it's big enough so it fits our baking tray, which is lined with baking tray paper. Make sure you do this in a very clumsy way because you will taste the difference. Okay, we all are witnessing the dough is way too big to fit in the tray. Just fold over the corners and press them down. Do not cut them with a knife because somebody will call the dough police. They will come to your house and arrest you. Now cover this party up and let it rest for 2 extra hours. Okay, topping time. We're gonna start off with low moisture mozzarella. Yes, cheese first, then sauce. As a sauce we're gonna use passata. Don't waste your time cooking a sauce. This passata will cook during the bake. Now add some oregano, black olives. Put them on the way you want it. It is your piece of art. To give it an extra dimension, you can always add some Happy Hatter hot sauce or just use some spicy salt. Then some black pepper and some freshly grated Parmigiano. Whack this feast into a 220 preheated oven and bake for 45 minutes. Open it up, don't burn yourself. Take it out of the oven and let it cool for like 5 minutes before you cut it. Take a pizza wheel and slice up the pie. Now, just before serving, you can always add some rucola salad or some freshly grated Parmigiano to give it an extra dimension. Buon appetito! I would like to thank everybody for watching this movie. Feel free to subscribe if you liked it. And by the way, if you bake this pie, please use the hashtag Guitarmakersfood and let me know what you think about it. If you got any questions, put them down below. Be nice to each other and stay safe. Ciao e alla prossima volta. Ciao ciao.